Hey everybody, Milton Davis here, and this month is Sword and Soul month for MV Media. We will be highlighting all of our Sword and Soul titles this month. They will all be on sale, and it's a special month for me because the first thing I started to write as an indie author was Sword and Soul. Now, Sword and Soul is basically sword and sorcery, which is based on African culture, history, and traditions. It was created by Charles Saunders, who was the person who created the first black sword and sorcery character, Imaro, and the first black woman sword and sorcery character, Desoye. So yeah, all of our books on sale this week. This, like I said, this is the genre that started my journey. My very first book, Meji Book 1, and this is it in its original cover, which was done by my cousin, because at the time that was the best way for me to do it, and I love his artwork, and he did an amazing job. Some of my other Sword and Soul titles are Changa Safari. You might be familiar with this one. I've talked about it in the past. It's a 5-book series, book 1, 2, 3, and then Son of Mfumu, which is a novel that wraps the series up. And then there's another book called Before the Safari, which is a collection of stories that take place before the safari. And then there's books like Fallen, which is a spinoff from Changa Safari, which is about Shange and Majoga, which we also have a graphic novel, show this one to you here, that is based on one of the stories in Fallen, The Bloodseekers. So in addition to that, we also have an RPG that we created a few years ago, which is a Sword and Soul RPG called Kakanga. Kakanga is a African-based word that we created, and Balogun Ojetade developed the game mechanics, and we also wrote an anthology to go along with the game book in order to give people an idea for adventures when they start playing the game. But it's not just my books. It's not just my titles. I actually publish a number of books by different authors that write in the Sword and Soul genre, such as Once Upon a Time in Africa by Balogun Ojetade. Also, The Royal Heretic, which is the book that I really want to talk about because we are actually highlighting this month the sequel to The Royal Heretic called Heretic's War. The book was written by Sarah Macklin, who's an amazing author in general and an amazing Sword and Soul author specifically. This is epic fantasy the way that it should be written. I usually don't like to make comparisons to other books or stuff like that, but if you are a Game of Thrones type epic fantasy person, this is the series for you. I mean, it's an amazing series. Sarah does an excellent job. You've heard me talk about it before. You'll hear me talk about it again. We actually have an interview coming up where we will be talking to Sarah about the latest book, Heretic's War, and what she was trying to accomplish in that book as far as the sequel to this book. I also have a book by Kurt Johnson on sale called The Obanaks. Kurt is a new author in Sword and Soul, and he brings his own unique flavor to it. Kurt is into the cosmic horror type thing, so he injects that into his Sword and Soul stories. And I also have Sorghum and Spear, The Way of Silk and Stone on sale. This is from the world created by Dedrin Sneed for his books, Sorghum and Spear. He's got a great collection of authors together to write stories based in his world, and that's one of the reasons why we sell this book. But yeah, go to my website, check it out. You'll see on the main page right now, you'll see the cover for Heretic's War. It is going to be released on April 19th. If you plan on going to JordanCon, you're in Atlanta, Sarah will be at JordanCon at our table, and she will be signing copies of both The Royal Heretic and Heretic's War. So we got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff for this month going on. Stay tuned. Check out our page because we'll be having specials on the weekend. We'll have one coming up pretty soon. And I almost forgot to tell you guys about some more comic books that we have. We also have the Changa Safari comic book series, which is based on the first novella from Changa Safari, The Jade Obelisk. So this is called Changa and the Jade Obelisk. This is book 1. This is book 2. And book 3 is actually on the way of being completed. It should be done very soon. If you pledge to our Kickstarter, you should be getting information on that pretty soon. If you didn't, just stay tuned. Book 3 will be available. So that's it. Sword and Soul month. Go to the website. Check us out. We got some amazing, exciting titles. I know you enjoy them. And Sword and Soul forever. Y'all take care. Peace.